Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. We got some sleep and we're ready to get Underground out finally. It's like if you weren't paying attention, maybe we just changed clothes, but we've actually just been sleeping on the couch all night.
Yeah, at least we did change clothes, but
Yeah.
it took
Although-
us some shower.
It's funny, yesterday Quentin was like, I'm pretty sure I wore exactly the same t-shirt on the last special report. People probably going to think I don't have any other clothes. Anyway, we don't have much time because in 16 minutes we're going to get the Underground update out to you people, which is really cool. This is obviously a shorter state of the game. We don't exactly have a whole lot to talk about. We talked about a bunch of stuff last night. There are a few things to go over, however, so we can do that now. The first thing, Yannick, do you want to, you know more about this than I do with the
yeah,
live
so we
team.
just wanted to start with giving you guys a bit of a reminder in terms of release dates, because I know that we're still getting a lot of questions about that, and there are a lot of dates to keep in mind, so I understand that this is very confusing.
Yeah.
So right now what we are doing is we are releasing the update 1.3 and the expansion Underground all together for PC and Xbox One players. So
Yes.
all of that is coming out in 15 minutes now.
Yeah.
For you guys. For PS4 players, however, the update 1.3, which is the free content, is going to be released in 1 week on Tuesday, July 5th.
Yes.
And then the expansion Underground is released in a little bit over a month, which is in August 2nd.
Yes.
So that's going to be the paid DLC, then the expansion Underground.
Yes, it's
which
good to
contains the Underground modes and the incursion and a few other things.
definitely good to split those out. So there's update 1.3 and Underground. If you think of them separately, it's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But with that, so with the PS4 patch 1.3 being delayed to next Tuesday, the anniversary outfits also.
Yes, it's the same. So the free anniversary outfits that we announced at E3, which are Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon, and Rainbow Six, are going to be made available to all players next week on July 5th as well. The reason is that we cannot release them on one platform, not the other. We have to release them when this patch is available to everyone, so we have to wait for the PS4 patch to be live until we can actually grant them to everyone. So July 5th is when they will be available to all players.
Yes, that's when people can get their first backwards cap.
Yeah, exactly.
People have been asking for one for
And
a
that
long
is,
time.
all players, okay? That's like Season Pass, not Season Pass, whatever.
Everyone gets it.
Everyone gets it. And it's going to be in your Ubisoft Club, so you won't get it directly in the game. You will have to go in the Ubisoft Club and redeem it, though. And then it's going to be in your reward claim.
Yeah, we'll make sure that people know about that as well, because they know.
Yeah, I think we explained it already on the website, but we'll explain it again.
Yeah, maybe some people haven't used the Ubisoft Club before and that
Yeah,
sort of thing,
exactly.
so you redeem it and all of that.
You
I'm sure we'll get questions about that.
If you'd never used it before, you should, because there are already some pretty cool reward to redeem from that.
Yeah,
Nice.
actually. Some of our outfits are vanity stuff. And
Yeah, exactly. I also got a bunch of questions. I showed up in chat earlier while we were rebroadcasting, and a lot of people were asking, can we just buy the Underground portion? If they don't want to buy the Season Pass. Yes, you can, absolutely. I know it may have been hard to find on specific platforms now, but at 12 o'clock, a lot of those should show up.
Yeah, it was...
It was on Xbox, right?
Yeah, it was rolled out on Xbox. So the thing is, on Xbox, it's released at midnight local time. It's the time of your country.
Yeah,
so it's been rolled out as, you guys were reaching midnight in your time zone. So now it should be available to everyone. I think we've passed midnight for every time zone available. So yeah, for Xbox One and for PC, it's going to be made available at 12, which is... at 12 in 13 minutes for us, and that's for Steam and Uplay.
Okay, makes sense. All right, so yes, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, you can.
All right.
Yeah, definitely, you can just buy it.
Okay. Also, there are a few things we want to be as clear as possible here, so expectations are, aligned. There are a few things that are going to be changed. So if you get in and you're like, this is the way it's happening right now, these are the things that will be changing. The showstopper, which we showed last night, which was really, really cool. Gabe running around with that was awesome. The talent recalibration is not working on that weapon.
Yeah.
It will work.
Yeah.
That's one of the fixes that will come in for that. There is also the fact, and people have, I think as soon as they saw the showstopper, they were like, is it going to work with Sentry? It will today, but that is going to be fixed. It should not work with Sentry. That's
Yeah,
that-
sentries for semi-automatic weapons only,
Yeah.
and I know that some players are also asking for, should it work with burst fire,
Mhm.
assault rifle and SMG? No, it should not, because those are not really semi-automatic weapons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So only marksman rifle, shotguns, pistols,
Yeah.
and right now, yes, the showstopper, but it should not, because
Yep.
it's an automatic weapon.
Just so you know. So when that change comes, we told you about it. It's that is one that is also coming. We also did note yesterday, and some people may have picked it up, that the G36, which is an awesome new assault rifle,
Yep.
its base damage is higher than it should be.
It's a bit too awesome.
It's a bit too awesome.
Yeah.
But we want to be as clear as possible with that when it does, because that is going to have to be brought down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big outlier in the assault rifle type. That will receive, a cut to its base damage. It
Well,
needs to. It's a lot.
It will be brought back to a more balanced across all the board
Yeah.
of assault rifles. Of course, if you have a good one, it will still be very useful.
Mhm.
Right now, it will be slightly overpowered, so
Yeah.
enjoy it while
Yeah.
it lasts.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be using it.
That's the
But-
thing. So just to be 100% clear, all the things that we mentioned here, so the talent recalibration is a bug, and the other ones, the showstopper proccing with Sentry and the G36 having too high DPS, these are things that are going to be fixed, but you're free to enjoy them for as long as it lasts, okay? So
Yes.
it's not an exploit or whatever. Don't start
Yeah,
wondering
exactly.
if we are going to punish you for whatever or no. Enjoy it while it lasts, but we just want to make it very clear
Exactly.
that you should be aware that eventually, we don't know, we don't have an ETA yet when it's going to be, but eventually we will have to fix this.
Yeah. So if you invest a lot of time into getting your God Roll G36, the base damage will be cut. Just so you know,
Still going to be a good weapon.
still going to be great. But right now, I mean, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm not going to use it.
Yeah.
So there we go. I mean, if I find one. All right, a couple of other things before we head off. We actually don't. Yeah, we don't have a lot to talk about today because, well, Underground's releasing today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's actually a few things I missed last night. So you guys saw the highlight list of some things yesterday. And these things were cool, and I kind of rushed over them. But there's a few extra bugs on this page. This one, fixing a bug that caused loot containers to sometimes not be detected by pulse when using the recon pack modification. That's fixed. Nice.
That's good because
Um,
that was one that was being mentioned a lot and very annoying when you want to do, some
Yeah.
like,
It will be very useful for the underground when we talked about a little bit yesterday that it's good to explore a little bit every dungeons to find some nice loot crates. Using that mod with the pulse will help you a lot, not wasting too much time going somewhere if there is nothing to see.
Exactly. This one's good, and I feel bad that I missed it last night. Fixed a bug where the rogue icon would stay on the map after the rogue player was eliminated. Yes. That was annoying. Okay, that's fixed. What else we got? Fixed a bug with the critical search and destroy mission icon would not display on the mega map.
That's also very good because this was super annoying when you would do like search and destroy high value target and eventually you don't have a critical that shows up on the map anymore. That's fixed. That's good.
Yes, and also fixed a bug that would sometimes cause numbers to be rounded incorrectly. That's, I mean, that excites me more than it probably should, but it's good.
Sometimes the whole rounding of the numbers, if there are several talents stacking with each other and all of them are rounded a little bit, you might see some discrepancy in the UI and in the numbers. So that should be fixed.
And now all the angry astronomers as well can now be happy that the moon is the right way up. So
we fixed the moon.
That's good.
It's the most important.
I know, it feels good. So you were talking about some server stuff before with the Underground that's a little bit different to how we've been doing things before.
Yeah, so that's something we wanted to explain. Just so you guys know, in regards to the infrastructure that we actually implemented for Underground. So Underground, the mode Underground, is actually on a separate game server than the rest of the game. It's the same for Brooklyn, for example. Brooklyn is also on a different game server than Manhattan when you do the tutorial. And Underground is going to be on a separate game server. So why does that matter to you? It matters because that means that the population is going to be handled differently.
Okay.
And so there could be, depending on the population and the traffic we will have when we release the DLC, it could be that there is a very high population on the Underground servers, which means that you may experience waiting queues when you actually try to play Underground. So you will be able to log into the game, play the game, but as soon as you will actually go in your terminal to start an Underground mission, it could be that there you will actually have to wait in line basically because you're actually reaching another game server. So I just wanted to explain that to make sure that you guys know how that works and why is it that you're actually facing waiting queue when you were actually already in the game. That's because you're changing server to another game server. So
Okay, good. All right.
I hope
That-
this server thing makes sense. I don't
It makes
know.
sense, and I guess we'll obviously look at that very closely if things need to be shifted
I
around.
mean
and
that
sort of
stuff we'll keep adjusting anyway. So yeah, but
thing. It could be that there are no queues.
no. I mean, normally, I mean we took measures to make sure that there is very limited risk that there might be queues. But I mean, we never know.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Yes. Also, one of the other things that I wanted to do today to celebrate Underground. I'm obviously going to be streaming this afternoon. Not obviously, because we've kind of been off doing other things, unfortunately. But I'm going to be jumping on and streaming for, I guess, 4 or 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
During that time, I'm going to do a season pass giveaway because Underground.
We have a few of those.
Underground things. Yeah, we got a few of those. So, yeah, you know what? We'll give them away. That's cool. Oh, actually, there was a question from someone before, and I asked Misha earlier, will people who buy the season pass now retroactively get the skin drops and those sorts of
Oh, yeah.
things? And you will. So, good to know. There's some cool skins in there. So, and also you get all the outfits that come with the season pass and
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So, yes, the answer is yes. Okay, yeah. So season pass giveaway. Again, you will need to be following the channel to be eligible to win it, so we can verify that you're not a bot and all that sort of thing. Because embarrassingly, I have given a giveaway to a bot once in my dark past. All right,
How did that work out?
not well.
Was it a nice bot?
I kind of didn't really want to talk, unfortunately.
A jerk.
Although there was a time when I gave it away to Jessica Candle, our Moobot. Well, no, she won, but she wasn't following the channel, so she didn't get the microphone. Okay, sorry. We are about 4 minutes away from the servers coming back up. We haven't gotten a message just yet that they are live, but we will get there very, very soon.
Do we want to take questions maybe? I don't
Yeah,
know
we
if
could
there
take
is
a few questions.
Do you want me to have a look at the chat and?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Yannick's going to...
Sorry, I have to move. I have to
alone
come
now.
in front of the camera.
You can like lie
Where is
down.
my
You have like
sexy Frenchy guy?
enough room. Oh, what
Okay,
the
chat.
Ooh.
Do you guys have questions? Let's see. Uh,
Hmm.
do the older gear sets actually go to 268?
Yes, they
Yes.
do. But you'll have to face the challenge of the heroic mode
Yeah.
of the previous content. So if you go to Falcon Lost after the release of the update, you will see a new difficulty mode, heroic. Same for Clear Sky. Same for a couple of main missions that have a challenge mode that will now have heroic mode, and of course in the Dark Zone as well. If you reach the new bracket, 231 plus, then from that bracket you will be able to find any gear set with the max gear score.
Perfect.
Good.
So nothing is left behind. You can still use the gear set that you loved before, and you will be able to upgrade it.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, anything else?
It's very hard to keep up with chat actually. There is one word that comes out a lot. and I
Hashtag
guess
awkward?
We have to address it. Scavenging.
Scavenging.
We
Yeah.
already talked about it, so we have plans for it, that's for sure. Right now what it does, it's a very good stat, especially when you are leveling up or if you want to farm crafting materials, for example. So it gives you, the more scavenging you have, the more chance you have of receiving items of a higher quality.
Yeah. I think right now the thing with scavenging is so much of the things that scavenging would affect have shifted.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of people have a lot of high-end division tech, and now we've made a change so you get more crafting materials out of that high-end division tech, and there's a lot of things happening there. I think crafting needs a lot of other systems in place to make sure that it's meaningful. I mean, yeah, to make sure scavenging is
yeah.
meaningful. So again, we're definitely looking at it.
Yeah, the stat itself needs to adapt now with the whole new
Yeah.
guaranteed ions, guaranteed gear sets, guaranteed now that we guarantee a lot of already higher quality. The scavenging stat needs to adapt. Right now, it is not a really useful stat.
Yeah, not
but
at-
that's going
Not
to
at next
change.
level. But I don't know. There's a lot of options with
Yeah.
scavenging, and if you have suggestions, the feedback and suggestions part of our forum is really good. I actually saw someone saying that like maybe it would have a better chance to seed like higher roles for certain things. And
Yeah.
I mean that was a great suggestion. So suggestions are really welcome because then we can implement them and well we can take them to the table and put
And
those out there.
talking about suggestions, I've seen a lot of, so as we say all the time, not
Mhm.
just Amish and Yannick are reading suggestion, the forums and Reddit and everything. We are the developer team is like reading those forums and Reddit on a daily basis. And you can see like a lot of stuff that come in the different updates are sometimes really coming from those
Mhm.
community suggestions, like really don't hesitate to share your feedback with us if it makes sense and if it's not something that we thought about. Most of the time it's also something that we had in mind and we
but
are
it
just
can
aligned.
go to reinforce the ideas and we're like okay cool that's something that you guys want to.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So please share your feedbacks, frustration if you have some, and of course share some love when you have some to share as well.
Yes. All right. We just hit 12 o'clock. We're waiting for the word that the servers are back up. We should get that
It's
any
a
minute now.
chat says it's up. There were two things I just wanted to tackle because I've
Right.
seen some people talking about it in the chat. Weapon skins taking inventory space. This is something that we are working on.
Yes.
It's not with this update, but it's something we will implement at some point. So yes, it's being worked on. The other thing, I see a lot of people asking about the heal delay thing. This is also something that is under investigation. Am
Yes.
I right?
It's a tricky one. It has to do a lot with the servers, depending on the performance and the optimization. So we are working on it, but we don't have an ETA yet for that.